ground ball hit to second. Routine for Nico Horner, who fields it and flips to first, 2 away.
Well, that's the patented pitch by J-Mo to a left-handed hitter. He ends up starting that ball off the plate away, and it just ends up right on the corner. Perfect pitch. He throws that in a couple different ways. He'll stay on that corner. He'll either start it away and bring it back to the outer edge, or he'll start it somewhat middle and run it to the outer edge. That one he got Reynolds to roll over a ground ball.
O'Neill Cruz at the plate, looks at a ball outside, a fastball that missed, 1-0 the count. Cruz now playing center field for the Pirates, hitting at .274, 18 home runs, 68 RBIs. Left-handed batter, and the pitch is outside again, 2-0.
Yeah, Cruz started, he DH'd the first 2 games in the series against Cubs, and then the final game, after a couple days of a lot of work in the outfield in pregame and batting practice, this ball's fouled off by Cruz. They put him out in center field and let him play. It doesn't sound as if he's all that keen about the move, but, you know, he's really struggled at shortstop. A lot of errors, a lot of routine errors, and the Pirates really feel like this would be better for their team and better for Cruz if he goes out in the center field.
Cruz looks at a called strike, a fastball, 2-2. And Cruz with 24 errors playing shortstop this year.
That is the ultimate position where you need consistency on the diamond. Between that and the catcher, you just got to have guys that can catch the ball there. And if you're making a lot of mistakes, that's just not going to work.
Tyone works his motion, high leg kick and pitch. Cruz bounces one on the right side, fielded on the outfield grass by Horner. Slings to the first baseman Bush for out number 3. And that's that, a 1-2-3 inning for Jamison Tyone to begin the ball game.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
There's a swing and a miss and a slider. 7 strikeouts in a row for Luis Gil.
14 strikeouts here at the stadium for the young right-hander. Those 14 strikeouts for Luis Gil sets a franchise single-game rookie record. He passed El Duque's 13 in '98. He's through 6, and Luis Gil walking off the mound to a standing ovation here in the Bronx.
Cam Collier out towards right field. This one heading back for the bullpen at the wall. See you later. Cam Collier breaks this one open. A 1-0 lead on a 1-0 pitch.
Cam Collier, MVP of the 2024 All-Star Futures game.
It was an amazing moment. It's something I'll never forget.
There it is, and this guy's hit a long way to right center field. And Guayo leaps.
He got it. He got it. He got it.
To the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 3rd. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
The Cubs leadoff man is presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. If Ian Happ gets a hit, Binny's Beverage Depot will donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Right-hander Jared Jones deals, and Happ fouls the first pitch back, 0-1 the count. Happ, a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the right-hander Jones, who's 23 years old. 5-7 in his rookie season with a 3.88 ERA. This is start number 18 for him. The next pitch is outside, 1-1 the count. Jones returned from a long stint on the injury list. Last time out against the Cubs Tuesday in Pittsburgh. Here comes the 1-1. Happ hits a pop fly on the infield to the right of second. It's the shortstop Williams who makes the catch. 1 away.
A good pitch by Jones. Ian takes big rip at this pitch, but ends up shattering his bat. It's a little pop-up to start the game. Jones, as you're saying, he's got a very good arm. He's going to rush it up there around 97, 98 miles an hour with a really good slider.
Michael Busch at the plate. The pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, but last Tuesday against the Cubs in Pittsburgh, a loss for Jones. 5 runs on 5 hits and 4 innings, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. But it missed all that time with a lat strain as Busch bounces one to short, fielded on a high hop by Williams. The throw across in time, 2 away.
Jones, in his last start, threw the ball well, gave up a couple home runs, and that really cost him in that ball game. But as you said, very good arm. He's going to rush it up there in high 90s, 97, 98 miles an hour. Speed gun, as always. Speaking of velocity, powered by Xfinity, Extreme Sports with Xfinity, because it's only live once. He's got a very good slider, and when he gets on top of that slider, he can make it very tough on right-handed hitters.
Seiya Suzuki looks at a fastball outside, 1-0 the count. The first inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Tomorrow's innovation awaits with Invesco QQQ. The pitch inside to Seiya, 2-0. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated. 2 away, last of the first, the opener of a 3-game set. Cubs and Pirates are scoreless. The 2-0. Seiya looks at a strike. A slider that spins into the zone, 2-1.
Yeah, that one ended up 2-0 slider right in the middle of the plate. I mean, like, split the plate in half right down the middle. But because it's such a good breaking ball, you haven't seen it yet, kind of buckles you at home plate.
Suzuki swings and misses at another slider, 2-2 the count. Malachi Moore is the home plate umpire this evening. Doug Eddings at first. Emil Jimenez is the second base umpire. And manning third, the crew chief, Bill Miller. The announcement of the umpire sponsored by Suits 2020 and Niles, the largest selection of wedding outfits for grooms and groomsmen. Jones kicks and fires, and Seiya fouls it back off the screen. Count remains 2-2. Suits 2020 and Niles, affordable luxury. Seiya on the year hitting at 276. He's got 19 home runs, 64 RBIs. Powerful right-handed batter. Jones delivers. And that one misses. Apparently low. Maybe it didn't miss, but the bottom line, it's
called a ball. We'll just leave it at that. That ball's, if that's going to be a ball all day, neither pitcher's going to make it, and neither manager's going to make it through this game.
Now the payoff pitch. And that one's a called strike 3, a slider that appeared perhaps low and outside, but it hit the corner, according to Malachi Moore. Strike 3. And the Cubs go down in order here in the first. We head to the second. Scoreless game. Cubs and Pirates on the score in the Southwest Hill.
Wow. 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike 3 call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
Holiday no doubt feeling the pressure that comes with the expectations as the #1 consensus prospect in baseball.
And Holiday through the right side. There it is. The first of many. Jackson Holiday with his first major league hit. And it comes in a major moment.
There are the smiles. It was just a matter of time, folks.
Merrill is grounded to short. Homered is flight out to center. 1 for 3.
High drive, right field. Towards a Petco porch down the line and gone! Second straight day the Padres have walked it off. This time it's the kid. Jackson Merrill, second home run of the day, wins it for the Friars, 5-4.
Slider down and in. That's the danger zone. What a way to complete the sweep.
Further than North Sheffield Avenue. Benjamin Moore, the official paint of Wrigley Field. The second inning is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Remember, on Southwest, 2 bags fly free. Back to you guys.
Gabe Ramirez, thank you so much with us tonight. Did a terrific job on the pregame show. You'll hear him throughout the game as well as the postgame show. Top 2, Andrew McCutchen looks at a strike from Jamison Tyone. The next pitch is bounced to third. Roaming to his left and fielding Paredes. His throw across just a little offline, but grabbed by Bush. And he tags McCutchen as he runs down the baseline for out number 1.
A good pitch by J-Mo. This one running in, good two-seamer on the inside corner. Got McCutchen in on the hands for a little two-hopper to Paredes. Double plays tonight, turned by the Cubs. They're sponsored by Nissan. They make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today at Nissan.
Rowdy Tellez looks at a ball outside. A cutter that missed, 1-0 the count. 1 down, top 2, opener of a 3-game set. Cubs and Pirates are scoreless. A former Pirate, Jamison Tyone, going for the Cubs. Here's the 1-0. And Tellez looks at a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Lights are on, but plenty of daylight. Not a cloud in the sky. A light wind blowing in from right. Tyone delivers. Ground ball hit to second, fielded on a belt-high hop by Horner. His throw to first is in time, and 2 away.
Well, J-Mo's got the ground ball going so far. He's got 5 outs, 4 of them ground balls, 1 to third and 3 to Nico. Nico's been busy here in the early going, and that is a good sign for J-Mo. Tyone, not necessarily a big strikeout guy, but boy, when he gets that two-seamer and a cutter working, and at the last minute they just take a little dip down, it's a lot of routine ground balls, and there's another one.
Brian De La Cruz with a chop to third, fielded by Paredes, and his throw is in time. Another 1-2-3 inning for Tyone and the Cubs. Middle 2, Cubs and Pirates are scoreless. On the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehas a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one? It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it. Here's the payoff. A high rising drive. This is blasted out of here. Watch out all the way up top. Cal Raleigh with a go-ahead 7th inning grand slam.
Exit below of 110. That's a home run.
You don't see too many way up there. No. First career grand slam for Cal Raleigh.
Now he's tied with Greg Maddux for 10th all time.
Unless he gets gutsy and runs into an out.
There it is. Top 10 all time in strikeouts. Justin Verlander strikes out Abraham Toro. Moves past Greg Maddux, 3,003
ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Hefty Trash Bags, the official trash bags of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty, ultra-strong trash bags resist rips, tears, and leaks. Strength that's anything but ordinary.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
On Saturday, September 14th, Cubs Charities will host the 19th annual Race to Wrigley 5K charity run as Cody Bellinger leads off the last of the second by looking at a ball inside from Jared Jones. Or scoreless, Cubs and Pirates. The Wrigley 5K charity run, both in person at Wrigley Field and virtually. As Jones kicks and fires, Bellinger hits a high fly ball to center field. Now roaming toward left center, Cruz, and he makes a one-handed catch as Bellinger is retired. 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Register now through Friday, September 13th at noon at racetowrigley.com. Now Isaac Paredes will step to the plate, the number 5 hitter in the Cubs order, hitting at .232 with 19 home runs, 69 RBIs, coming off a big game in yesterday's victory in Washington, 2 hits and 3 ribbies. The pitch, Paredes takes a ball inside, 1-0.
Yeah, shot one to right center field for a little base hit and then to left. So it was a good day with 3 RBIs. Brady's, but really the play of the game was made by him early. We made a diving catch and turned it on a one hop into a double play and got the Cubs out of that inning quickly when it, was going the wrong way with first and second, or second and third, was it? And our first and third or base loaded, but nobody out, and he turned it into a double play. And that was a huge play in the ballgame.
Paredes looks at a strike, 2-1. Yeah, the double play, a run scored on the play, but it limited, like you said, what could have been a really big inning.
It shut down the inning. That's the biggest thing. And it got the Cubs off the field quickly.
Paredes pulls one foul off the netting to the left, 2-2 the count. As he jumped on that slider from Jones. Cubs wearing their traditional home white uniforms with the blue pinstripes, blue lettering and numerals on the back outlined in red, the iconic Cubs logo on the front left part of the jersey, blue socks, blue helmets with a red C on the front. Paredes wearing white shoes. Here's the pitch. He fouls it back off the screen. Count remains 2-2. The Pirates wearing alternate black jerseys with gold lettering and numerals, gray pants, black caps with a gold letter P on the front. Here's the pitch by Jones. Pulled foul off the netting to the left again by Paredes, 2-2. Jones wearing white shoes with a hint of black. The uniform descriptions are sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Transform your clubhouse into a Cubs house with Cubbies Blue, Wrigley Field Green, or Marquee Red, official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Jones works on the extreme first base side of the rubber. The 2-2. Paredes fouls it away again, this time off to the right, out of play. Yeah, just about everybody wearing a Cubs uniform is coming off a hot streak of some kind after that 9-game road trip that lasted 10 days through 3 cities as Paredes again fouls one away, second deck off to the right. Cubs vaulting right back into the National League wildcard race with that 8-1 trip. They took 2 of 3 in Miami, swept all 3 in Pittsburgh last week, and then a weekend sweep of Washington. A swing and a miss by Paredes and a fastball off the outside. Strike 3, 2 away.
Now that's the out pitch for Jones. That slider down and away. Excellent pitch. Paredes had a couple pitches in that at bat to hit and hooked one foul, and then when he missed that pitch, then times you're hopeful that you get another pitch in the middle, and Jones did not. He made a good pitch with the slider.
Here's Nico Horner riding an 8-game hitting streak. He looks at a strike from Jones. A fastball clocked at 98 miles per hour, 0-1 the count. The Cubs count on Granger's help to keep the ballpark running. To get the products you need, call clickgranger.com or just stop by as Nico taps one foul at the plate, 0-2. Granger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. The Cubs and Pirates are scoreless as Nico calls time and steps out of the box. Nico hitting .367 during this 8-game hitting streak. Now the 0-2. A ground ball hit to third. Fielded to his left by Triolo. His throw across in time. Cubs go down in order in the second. We head to the third. Still scoreless. Cubs and Pirates on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the
1-2. High fly ball. Deep center field. Meadows is there! Parker Meadows thieves a home run from Raleigh. He planted, he jumped, and he made himself into a poster.
Oh, 6'5". Look at this.
Machado drives one to deep left field. It is back, and it is gone. 3-run home run for Manny Machado. A blast in Seoul, South Korea. Padres take a 15-11 lead.
Oh, my goodness. It was a changeup. It was a hanger.
middle in above the belt buckle, and there was no doubt about this one.
I'm Luis Arraez, and this is Player Weekend.
The man does everything. Hits all over the field.
Welcome to San Diego, Luis Arraez.
Fun, Monkey Betts, Otani, Harper. It's a lot of players. Obviously, myself. Play with the boys. Play like car, 357. I maybe have something. So let's see. It's a lot of people help me. So especially my family, wife, daughter, mom, dad.
The third inning is sponsored by Grainger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field. Call, click, Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Gabe, thank you. 6 up, 6 down so far for Pittsburgh as we begin the top of the third. Jared Triolo, the third baseman at the plate. Jamison Tyone deals, and that pitch low for ball one. Cubs and Pirates are scoreless. Triolo, right-handed batter. Crowds the plate, hits out of a crouch. Tyone deals. And that's a called strike. 1-1 the count. Fastball on the inner half of the plate. Triolo hitting at .204, 6 home runs, 35 RBIs. And the pitch. Pulled on the ground past a diving Paredes in a left field for a base hit. So Triolo gets the first hit of the ball game, a leadoff single here in the third.
That little inside slider, Triolo, and not exactly where J-Mo wanted that pitch. Probably wanted it more away and down, probably. And Paredes gives it a nice effort. He lays out for this ball in the hole, but ball hits sharply in the left field for the first hit of the ball game.
Henry Davis at the plate, right-handed batter. The pitch is up high for ball one.
And we're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Davis waits for the 1-0. A long set by Tyone. And the pitch. Called strike. Cutter on the inside, 1-1. Coming up on a station identification. Get that to you shortly. Davis, 24 years old, the #1 overall pick back in 2021. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs talk on the Bernstein and Holmes Show weekdays, 10 a.m. to 2 on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
A 1-2 inside to Davis, backing him away. 2-2 the count. Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman in for Pat. He's got the night off. Cubs and Pirates are scoreless here in the top of the third. No one out. The man at first. Davis at the plate with a 2-2 count. Tyone delivers. And this is pop foul out of play off to the left. 2-2.
I think Pat wanted to stay home tonight knowing it was Margaritaville night here at the old ballpark at Wrigley and honoring the late, great Jimmy Buffett. And Pat probably home with his parrot head stuff on and his play and his Hawaiian shirt and listening to Buffett tunes. But Jimmy Buffett, one of the great guys, but great concerts you will ever would have gone to. He was a special guy.
Called strike 3. Fastball on the outside corner gets Davis. One away.
And if you were a concert goer, when you heard that Jimmy Buffett passed, it was just a really sad thing. I got to see him many times play, and very first time I was in minor league baseball in Portland, Oregon, and he played the ballpark post game, and I thought, well, there was a hint of rain, typical in Oregon, right? That good rain. They canceled our game. They moved it early. Then they canceled it all together so they could make sure they had the Buffett concert. So I just went to the park and went in our clubhouse and hung out till the concert started.
So you.
And then walked right out there. I was standing right next to the stage all night. I became a parrot head that night, right there.
Great stuff. Alico Williams at the plate looks at a strike outside. The next pitch is another called strike on the outside corner as Tyone goes with a slider. So Williams, the number 9 hitter, in the hole, 0-2. One down here in the top of the third. Pirates have a man at first in Triolo. It's a scoreless game. Tyone deals inside to Williams. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Williams leaning out over the plate a little bit. J-Mo came back inside with a fastball up and in.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. Throw to first, diving back in safely, Triolo, who's got 7 stolen bases this season. Williams hitting at .213. No home runs, 4 RBIs, 75 at-bats this year for the Pirates. Right-handed batter. Triolo goes. Here's the pitch. It is looped into shallow right center field. Racing over, making the catch. Crow Armstrong. The throw to first is offline. So sliding back in safely is Triolo. But man, Pete Crow Armstrong with a full head of steam in a right center field to make the catch in one motion. Tried to fire a strike to first and double off Triolo. Couldn't do it, but 2 away.
Yeah, nice play by Pete. He goes and gets this ball in the gap. It's a little run and hit. Triolo all the way to second base. Pete catches this ball, but he's on a dead run, so he can't set his feet to throw. So he throws like an infielder on the run, and throw just kind of ran out of gas by the time it got to first. Triolo got back, but a very nice play by Pete Crow Armstrong.
Now a throw to first. That was close. Triolo called safe. Cubs saying, hold on a second. They wanted to check with the video people.
Well, throw was up into the runner, and sometimes the catch is made, and the tag is right there on the same spot. And that can be a close play.
Cubs do not challenge. The next pitch to Gonzalez is a big swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Triolo at first, 2 away, top 3, no score, Cubs and Pirates. The pitch. A ground ball hits softly to third, fielded by Paredes, slings across high into the Pirates dugout.
That's a routine ground ball to Paredes, and I think what happened to him on this play is he was unsure where he's going to throw the ball. Am I going to go to second and take the short way, throw to first, and then all of a sudden, he's going to throw to first, but his throwing angle is bad, and he throws this ball. He cuts it loose from below his waist, and the ball just sails on him. And he probably got the grip of a 2-seamer, and this ball just flies right into the dugout. So it'll be an error on Paredes, and that'll push runners at second and third with Reynolds at the plate, their top hitter.
Reynolds grounded out to second in the first. He's 0 for 1. Switch hitter batting from the left side with men at second and third and 2 away. Scoreless game. Here's the pitch. That's called strike cutter on the outer half. 0-1. We're in the top of the third. Triolo at third. Gonzalez at second after the error by Paredes. Reynolds hitting at .282. He's got 21 home runs, 74 RBIs. And the pitch. Outside, 1-1.
Reynolds, dangerous hitter. 21 bombs, 74 driven in. This guy is a really good player, and a lot of people may not know him because of where he's played for years. This guy can flat out play.
2-time All-Star with the Pirates. Now the 1-1. A bouncing ball to third, backing up, fielding Paredes. Sidearm throw to first, this time on target to get Reynolds for out number 3. And the Pirates leave 2 in scoring position. Middle 3, scoreless. Cubs and...
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike 3 call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
High fly ball, deep right field off the bat of Soto. There it goes. See ya. into the bleachers, a long home run, and the Yankees lead. He's done it again. A 2-home run day for Judge. Home run number 51. Oh, into Monument Park. Putting on a show.
This is what you stay for. Shohei Ohtani with the game on the line. 2 on, 2 out, game tied at 2. Here it comes. Ohtani with a base hit to right field. Hayward comes home to score. A showstopper and game ender.
The second career walk-off hit for Shohei Ohtani. And the show rolls on at Dodger Stadium.
Darien, if auto owners make sense for you.
Dansby Swanson's on deck. Who's on deck? He's sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at OnDeck.com. Last of the third here at Wrigley. Cubs and Pirates are scoreless. Swanson digs in against the right-hander Jared Jones, and the first pitch is taken for a strike, a slider of the front door variety, meaning it nips the inside portion of the plate for a strike. 0-1. Swanson hitting at .234 this season, 12 home runs, 54 RBIs. He looks at a ball low, 1-1 the count.
In between innings, we were listening to the song Glory Days, which is a famous Bruce Springsteen song about baseball, sang here at Wrigley Field by Jimmy Buffett.
The 1-1. Swanson hits one in the air. Deep left center field. Going back, Reynolds at the track near the wall. It's gone. Cubs strike first. Solo home run, Dansby Swanson. 1-0 Cubs here in the third.
Now, less than a week ago, the Cubs in Pittsburgh, that's what got Jones in Pittsburgh. The home run ball, couple of them. And this one, as we said, ball's going to carry to left. Wind blowing kind of across to start of the game towards the left field corner. Dansby catches this one a little bit off the end of the bat, but not totally. And hits it in about the second row in straight left field. Big swing of the bat for the Cubs and Dansby Swanson.
Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate. He fouls the first pitch back from Jones, 0-1.
Might have to play Glory Days more often in between innings. That worked out pretty well.
Yeah, that was glorious. A 370-foot drive to left center. A pitch to PCA. Pulled on the ground to first. Off the glove of Tellez, who scoops it up and steps on the bag just in time to beat PCA for out number 1. Another hefty home run by Swanson, sponsored by Hefty, the official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty strong all day long.
I will tell a quick story. We win the World Series in 16, obviously, and, you know, over the winter we all go to the White House, and it was just a great thing for all of us. I was really happy that the Cubs invited everybody, and we had a huge contingent of people going to the White House to meet the president. And they were very cordial, a great situation. But as that pitch in for a strike, as we're walking through the White House, Pat and I kind of veer off from the group. Imagine that. In the White House, that pitch is high, and we're walking and we're looking at some of the pictures and things in a hallway that, you know, there's nobody but us. And then 3 people are out in front of us that are not with us, that are getting their own private tour.
The 1-1 to Amaya is fouled away out of play off to the right.
And I'm looking at this great big picture of George Washington, and I'm looking at it, and I hear this voice to my right. And, you know, being in the radio business, you pay attention to voices, and I'm like, I know that voice. It's not Pat's. That pitch misses up and away, counts 2-2. And I'm like, that's Jimmy Buffett. And I turn, and it's Jimmy Buffett, his daughter, and, you know, someone working at the White House giving him the tour. Mm-hmm. And so Pat and I, you know what we did, is a swing and a miss by Amaya. We walked right up to Jimmy Buffett and started talking to him, and Pat had met him, and he started talking about doing concerts at Wrigley, and it was just one of those moments. It was an outstanding day. And Jimmy Buffett was part of the contingent in the White House. The president spoke, and when the Cubs were up on stage with the president. Very cool moment. But you talk about a nice guy. He was just a 10. He really was.
So Myers strikes out swinging, 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Cubs. Ian Happ at the plate. He swings and misses at the first offering from Jared Jones, a slider, 0-1.
Pat and I laughed about that. How do things like that happen? You're walking through the White House, which is just saying that alone is enough. And who do you run into? Jimmy Buffett. Okay. Once again, parrot head again. There we go.
Happ looks at a strike on the inner half, 0-2. What did Jimmy Buffett wear to the White House? Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Jones to Happ. And a line drive into center field for a base hit. So Happ with a 2-out single. Like, was Jimmy Buffett in a suit?
No, Jimmy Buffett?
That's
not
why
a
I was
chance.
asking.
No, he was in a Hawaiian shirt and a sport coat. He didn't have flip-flops on. He did have shoes on. We'll say it was dead of winter, too. But
it's the White House.
Yeah, he's Jimmy Buffett. You know, he's going to see the president. The president doesn't want him in a suit. The president wants him to sing and hang out. Have a margarita.
Did he?
I'm sure he did.
Michael Busch at the plate. Check swing foul ball off the netting to the left, 0-1. By the way, we've got to play the Binny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. We've got Gabe Ramirez with us in the second row, our incredible engineer. We call him the maestro, Paul Zarang, helping us blast through the speakers of your radio and all of the smart devices tonight. Here comes the 0-1. Jones to Busch. Line foul out of play to the left, 0-2. Well, we've got to get the guesses in before they actually announce the attendance.
Oh, go ahead. There you go.
Right.
What do you got?
I'll go first. I'm going to go 37,500.
34,000.
34,000 by Coombe. We'll get to the second row in a sec. The pitch, a bouncing ball hit to short, backing up and fielding on a high hop. Williams slings to first in time. That's out number 3. But the Cubs strike first on a solo shot by Swanson. 1-0 Cubs as we head to the fourth on the score. And the Southwest.
Libera tu espíritu ganador. Apuestas deportivas y cientos de juegos de casino. Disfruta de pagos en minutos, una plataforma segura y atención personalizada en todo momento. Pronostica, diviértete y lleva tu pasión al siguiente nivel. Betcris.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His third career multi-home run game.
He smacks this one deep to right center field. Back in the gap goes Cowser near the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor. He was ready for that one. He goes the other way for his 25th home run of the year, and the Mets jump in front 1-0. A sneak attack after taking the last pitch, flat-footed. His 9th home run as a right-hand batter. 25 steals and now 25 home runs for Lindor.
The fourth inning is sponsored by Wintrust, the exclusive home of Cubs checking. Gabe Ramirez here. I'm going to say my attendance, guys, 36,900. Paul Zarang, our engineer, got 33,922, Zach.
So Gabe, the guesses are in. Thank you so much as O'Neill Cruz looks at a ball low and outside to begin the top half of the fourth inning. Cubs with a 1-0 lead over the Pirates. The ex-Pirate, Jameson Taillon, deals for the Cubs, and Cruz hits a pop fly. Shallow left. Happ coming in. He's under it and makes the catch. 1 away. A Big thank you to Stella Blue Coffee and Barstool Big Cat for being the official coffee sponsor of Cubs Radio and providing us with a great assortment of coffee. I had the Big Cat blend earlier this morning. That's the medium roast. With each purchase of Stella Blue Coffee, proceeds go to Paws Chicago, helping pets in the Chicagoland area. Andrew McCutcheon at the plate. Looks at a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. You can now buy Stella Blue Coffee at Mariano's, Jewel, Pick and Save, Metro Market. You can order online at StellaBlueCoffee.com. The pitch, McCutcheon, a one-hop comebacker fielded by Tyone. Overhand toss to first. Is in time to get McCutcheon. 2 away here in the top of the fourth. Cubs with a 1-0 lead over the Bucks. You can also order Stella Blue Coffee on Amazon Prime. Stella Blue Coffee, it's time to take back your mornings. So 2 away here in the first half of the fourth. Rowdy Tellez will step to the plate. He grounded out to second in the second. 0 for 1. Big, burly, left-handed batter against Jamison Tyone. The right-hander deals. And Tellez looks at a strike, a slow-moving curveball by Jamo that floats into the zone. Dansby Swanson with a solo shot in the third to put the Cubs ahead. Here's the 0-1. Tellez, a big rip and a miss. And a fastball, 0-2.
Jamo got Tellez to swing at that high heater. Perfect pitch, just up enough to really be a tough pitch to hit, but close enough to the zone to where Tellez, you see that pitch and you swear it's belt high, and then you go to swing and it's shoulder high.
Tellez calls time, steps out of the box, adjusts his gold batting gloves. Got to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. A whole bunch of finals on the board. The Dodgers an 11-6 victory over the Diamondbacks. As Tellez, a check swing on appeal. No swing, says the third base umpire, the crew chief, Bill Miller. At a fastball, outside 1-2. Tyone is ready, acknowledges the sign from Amaya and deals. That one is a called strike 3 as Tellez is retired, looking at a fastball. Pirates go down in order in the top of the fourth. It's the Cubs with a 1-0.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His third career multi-home run game.
Lone strikeout. There goes Ohtani, and he's going to steal it. Number 40 for Shohei. And so he's one swing away at this point from history. First pitch. 40-40! Walk-off grand slam! No way! What a moment! History! The 6th member of the 40-40 club makes the most dramatic entry into the club you could imagine.
Welcome to the big leagues, Rhys Hines. What a way to splash in the show! Big league debut! Big league bomb! What an arrival on the biggest stage in baseball! Rhys Hines makes baseball history! The first man ever to launch 5 extra base hits in his first 2 games! At the wall, gone! The rookie continues to rake the first big league grand slam for Rhys Hines!
The official paint of Wrigley Field.
1-0 Cubs as we get set for the last of the fourth inning here on Margaritaville night at Wrigley Field. Seiya Suzuki at the plate, and he looks at a ball up high from Jared Jones, a slider that missed. 1-0 the count.
Margaritaville night. No margaritas in the booth till post-game, Zach. That's the rule.
Gosh darn it. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. And that is low and outside. 2-0 the count.
Ring. No margaritas till post-game.
Isn't there a non-alcoholic version, at least, during the game that
there
we can
might
have?
be, but Jimmy Buffett would roll over in his grave if that was the case, so we'll just wait.
We'll make up for it after. Now the 2-0 by Jones. And that one, did it hit Say? He spun around, the ball popped up in the air, probably hit the catcher's mitt, and it did not hit Saya.
Just a little inside slider. This one gets away from Jones. Kind of backup slider. It might have actually clipped his jersey, but I don't think Saya felt it because of that arm guard also that he has on there. They were looking at it in the Cubs dugout, and I don't think Malachi Moore or anybody at home plate knew. Bill Miller, the crew chief, stepped in and stopped play for just a second.
The 3-0, a swing and a miss by Suzuki, and a blazing 96-mile-per-hour heater from the right-hander Jones, 3-1. Saya, the designated hitter tonight for the Cubs. And the pitch. That's up high, ball 4. So Saya leads off the bottom of the 4th with a walk, and you know what that means, Coom. Walks by opposing pitchers are sponsored by North Shore Adult Diapers. Reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com. So here's the cleanup man, Cody Bellinger, with no one out in the 4th. Suzuki at first, and the Cubs with a 1-0 lead. The pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. So I mentioned Suzuki, the designated hitter. DHs for the Cubs, sponsored by Fireplace and Chimney Authority. Visit online or their Elmhurst and Lyle showrooms. Jones a long set. And now time called by Bellinger. Suzuki extends his lead off the first base bag, being held on by Teles. The pitch up high to Bellinger, 1-1.
Jones here in this inning getting a little out of sorts just with the release point. Will be at 50 pitches this next pitch, but body kind of flying open, arm not catching up.
Bellinger, a big swing and a miss, 1-2.
He made a good pitch there. It's still high, but he stayed closed and ran that ball in on Belly. Right at the top of the zone. That's an excellent pitch. Good fastball.
Bellinger flat out at his first at-bat in the second, 0-1. Now the 1-2. Another swing and miss, this time at a slider. Strike 3, one away as Bellinger is retired.
Well, the one thing we talked about in the pregame show with Gabe is Jones and his ability. You know, he's I wouldn't say he's a two-pitch pitcher, but the majority of the time he's going to throw fastball or that slider. And those are the two that he feels real comfortable with. That last slider had great downward tilt in the outer third of the plate to strike out Belly.
Isak Paredes looks at a slider for a strike, 0-1 the count. 1 on, 1 out for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 4th. A 1-0 lead over Pittsburgh, the opener of a 3-game set. Started to give the out-of-town scoreboard. Continue doing that momentarily. The pitch low and outside. 1-1 on Isak. So the Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks 11-6. Freddie Freeman hit 2 home runs in that ball game. Guardians double up the Royals 4-2. Josh Naylor, a 2-run shot, his 29th. Reds beat the Astros 5-3. Santiago Espinal with a 2-run single for Cincinnati. Suzuki at first. Paredes at the plate. The pitch inside, 2-1. The Orioles a 13-3 drubbing of the White Sox. Gunnar Henderson with a leadoff home run for Baltimore. He's gone deep 34 times this season. The Brewers, a 9-3 victory over the Cardinals. Jackson Churio with a grand slam. Throw to first, diving back in safely. Suzuki. Games in progress. After 7 innings of play in San Diego, the Padres leading the Tigers 1-0. Luis Arraez with a ribby single. Twins on top of the Rays, 4-3 in the last of the 5th. Now the pitch. A bouncing ball hit to third, backhanded by Triolo. Throw to second for 1. On to first by Gonzalez in time to get Paredes 5-4-3 double play. And that ends the 4th inning. We head to the 5th. The Cubs with a...
Wow. 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike three call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
With the first pick of the 2024 MLB draft, the Cleveland Guardians select Travis Bazzana, a second baseman from Oregon State University.
It's a historic moment. Yes, he's from Sydney, Australia, found his way to the campus of Oregon State, and you see his family elated. Don't hurt the kid.
Hit in the air down the left field line toward the wall. It's gone. It went over the high wall. Juan Soto's first home run as a Yankee. A fly ball down the left field line. There is a Soto photo. A home run in the left field seats. He's wonderful, marvelous.
Tools, what hard workers deserve.
Top five at Wrigley Field. Cubs with a 1-0 lead over the Pirates. The right fielder Brian De La Cruz at the plate for Pittsburgh as Jamison Tyone delivers his first pitch of the frame. That's a cutter on the outer half for a strike. 0-1 the count to De La Cruz, who grounded out to third in the second. He's 0 for 1. The next pitch is a check swing, doesn't matter, called strike on the outside corner, a slider from J-Mo. So De La Cruz in the hole, 0-2. We're giving the out-of-town scores. The Mets a 4-1 leader over the Red Sox after 5. The pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes on De La Cruz. Brandon Nimmo with an RBI double for New York. The Mets above the Cubs in the wild card chase. New York entering play today just 1 back of Atlanta. The Braves hold that final wild card spot in the National League. As Tyone apparently missed outside with a fastball, 2-2 the count on the batter De La Cruz. The Mets 2 games ahead of the Cubs, or 3 back of the Braves. Here's the 2-2. High fly ball hit to deep left field down the line. Happ giving chase, but this one is way out of play. A foul ball, 2-2 the count. The Braves with the night off. So the Cubs, if they win tonight's ball game, can find themselves 2.5 games out of that final wild card spot on this 2nd of September. Now the 2-2. De La Cruz grounds one to short, fielded between the legs by Swanson. The throw across in time. 1 away. The first out is sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
And Bernstein and Holmes talk Cubs, baseball, and Chicago sports every weekday from 10 to 2 on 670 The Score and the Odyssey app. And a pitch clock reminder. Pitch clock is powered by Work Zone Safety. Make sure you follow Work Zone signs. It is not a game.
Jared Triolo at the plate. Looks at a strike on the outside corner from Tyone. A fastball with a little sink to it, 0-1. Triolo has the only hit of the game for the Pirates. A single in the 3rd. And the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cubs with a 1-0 lead. Dansby Swanson, a home run in the 3rd. His 13th of the season. League leaders are sponsored by the Village of New Lenox, leading the way in residential and economic development. The pitch. A broken bat looper to second, caught by Nico Horner on the edge of the outfield grass. 2 away.
Ouch. That was the jam shot of all jam shots right there. That one. That's one of those where you drop the bat and try to pick your thumb up at home plate. Good pitch by J-Mo.
So not even batting gloves help.
No, not with that one.
Here is Henry Davis, the Pirates catcher. He swings and lines one over a leaping Paredes in the left for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Davis and the Pirates here in the top half of the 5th inning with the Cubs up 1-0. The Potawatomi Casino Hotel 5th inning. Light up your senses. We were talking about the league leaders earlier. Bobby Witt Jr. of the Royals leading the majors in batting average. Coom, 338. Aaron Judge, 51 home runs and 123 RBIs to lead the big leagues. A lot more categories in which he's number one. Alika Williams at the plate. First pitch swinging and pops it foul out of play off to the right. 0-1. Judge also leads in on-base percentage, slugging, OPS. And Bobby Witt Jr. leads in runs, hits, as well as batting average. Yeah. The only thing they don't lead in, stolen bases. Ellie De La Cruz of the Reds has 61. Now the 0-1 to Williams. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good cutter there by J-Mo. Just missed the outside corner. J-Mo's been very good so far tonight, boy. He's been attacking the zone. 2 outs here in the 5th. He's at 54 pitches in the game. See if we can get a ground ball here. Get out of this inning.
The 1-1 is high and inside, 2-1.
And we're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
In case you're wondering, Pat's healthy. He's okay. Just taking the next few nights off. He'll be back with us on Wednesday. The 2-1 hit down the right field line and slicing foul out of play.
Now, could you see Pat right now sitting in the living room with the dogs and fins to the left, fins to the right?
No, but I'd like to hear you continue to try and sing that song.
Well, I just know that Pat's a big fan of Jimmy Buffett also. We both were and still are. And so I jest. But we had a great time at the White House, and he was so cordial. It was Jimmy Buffett's with him at the White House. But, I know right now if Pat was here, he would have, because he interviewed Jimmy Buffett multiple times here in the booth at Wrigley. And that would be pretty good.
Jimmy Buffett, via the video board, will be conducting the 7th inning stretch tonight. Alika Williams waits for the 2-2. Here's the pitch by Tyone. Dribbled foul off to the right near the on-deck circle where Nick Gonzalez was standing. I like the ability to bring back those great 7th inning stretches from yesteryear via the video board. Here comes the 2-2. Low and outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, there's some that are good, some that need to stay in yesteryear. But that one needs to come back out. Yes. Yeah, there's some that they can stay where they are.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, but that one, I'm looking forward to hearing that one.
The payoff pitch. And a 1-hop. Oh, a line drive that is snagged backhanded style by Michael Busch. He was closer to second base than first as he made.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his 2nd homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
Oh my. This ball's crushed to deep left. Back on it is Donovan. It's out of here. First big league homer for James Wood. A 3-run shot to the opposite field. And the 21-year-old will circle the bases, putting his team on top here 7-0.
Elevate to celebrate, and James Wood demolishes this ball.
tied with Greg Maddux for 10th all time.
Unless he gets gutsy and runs into an out.
There it is. Top 10 all-time in strikeouts, Justin Verlander strikes out Abraham Toro.
For factors affecting speed, visit Xfinity.com/network management.
The village of New Lenox is at the crossroads of opportunity. Come see everything that New Lenox has to offer. Go to newlenox.net today and start the adventure. New Lenox, it's extraordinary.
Coom, you're going to love this. Tomorrow is pickleball night at Wrigley Field. Fans who purchase tickets through cubs.com/specials receive a limited edition Cubs pickleball paddle.
There you go. I want the Buffett hat tonight, too. That's the thing I want, you know. We need two of them because we got to see Pat in his Hawaiian shirt with the Buffett hat. So we're going to need a couple.
Nico Horner looks at a ball outside to start the last of the fifth. The Cubs with a 1-0 lead over the Pirates as Horner takes ball 2 up high.
Because I don't see a Zach Zaidman wearing the Buffett straw hat.
No.
I didn't think so. But with the sweater giveaway and the Buffett lid,
it's a natural fit, right? Here's the 2-0 delivery to Horner. Called strike on the outside corner. Fastball at 96 mph. Yeah, that would give a whole new meaning to our uniform descriptions, right?
Whew, that's solid.
Nico waits, the 2-1. Popped up on the infield. Foul territory, right of the plate. It's the catcher, Davis, who makes the catch. And Horner's retired, 1 away.
The ball goes up in the air. Wind starting to pick up here at Wrigley and kind of still blowing kind of towards the left field corner somewhat, but Davis had a little bit of an issue with the wind. As we know, that ball curls, right? It goes back and comes back towards the catcher, but then you add that wind blowing towards the foul pole and left, and not an easy play for the catcher, but he made it.
Dansby Swanson at the plate. He looks at a strike. A slider that spins into the zone, 0-1. Swanson responsible for the Cubs' 1-0 lead. A solo shot to left center in the third, 370 feet. His 13th home run of the year. Here's the 0-1. That's a called strike. A fastball on the outer edge at 97 miles per hour from the right-hander Jared Jones. RBIs by Cubs batters are sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Swanson now with 55 RBIs after the home run. The 0-2. A ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit in the left center field. Swanson a big turn at first, but O'Neill Cruz, the center fielder, grabs the ball and starts running the ball back to the infield to hold Swanson to a single.
Now it's a high fastball, probably middle of the plate, but up about chest high. It's right at the very top of the zone, and Dansby gets on top of this ball and hits a bullet 2-hopper right through the infield. So another nice at bat for Dansby. He's hit 2 balls on the screws, a home run and a single.
Now a lot of options. Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate, shows bunt, pulls it back, and the pitch is a ball. Low and outside, a slider that missed by Jones.
Sorry, Zach. Pete's going to show bunt, but he's not bunting for a sacrifice. This is entirely bunting for a base hit if he does bunt.
Triolo in on the infield grass at third. Tellez holding on the runner. Swanson throw to first. Swanson dives back in safely.
Gonzalez, the second baseman, too, in about 4 good steps from where he would normally play at second base, just in case Pete pulls this bump. One thing about it, Jones on the mound at 23 years old, he's a good athlete, good fielder.
Crow Armstrong waits, shows bunt, pulls it back, and looks at a strike on the outside corner. A fastball from Jones, 1-1. Armstrong was dynamic on the Cubs road trip. Hitting better than 400 on the 9-game trip. The 1-1 shows bunt again. Did that hit him? Yeah, it did. Pete Crow Armstrong gets hit by the pitch, and he heads to first base. Swanson moves to second, just 1 away here in the last of the 5th, and the Cubs with a 1-0 lead.
Now his pitch is down and in. Pete continues to show bunt. This little slider down and in. Pete pulls the bat back, and this ball hits Pete Crow Armstrong in that left leg in the shin, and kind of in between like your shin and your calf would be. And that one's going to leave a mark. He is going to be hurting for a while. That will take an ice bag tonight for sure.
Yeah, the left leg for a left-handed hitter is the back leg.
That's good.
And there was nothing protecting that leg.
No, there's nothing.
Yeah.
He went around to try to bunt and, didn't try to get out of the way, and the ball got him pretty good in that left shin.
Miguel Amaya at the plate. The pitch. A ground ball hit to short, fielded by Williams to second for one, safe. And the throw to first, though, in time by the second baseman Gonzalez. So Amaya is retired, 2 away. But Crow Armstrong safe at second and safe at third is Swanson. So the Cubs have 2 men in scoring position. And Ian Happ due up with 2 away here in the 5th.
Now Derek Shelton waiting to see if Pete Crow Armstrong is safe or out at second. But Pete does an excellent job. He gets a great break off first. Dansby does a great job running from second, holding his ground and not allowing the shortstop to charge this ball, Williams. So he's got to lay back on it. Pete Crow Armstrong with a great slide, and the front foot goes right into the bag at second, and that's what makes him safe.
Ian Happ grounds one past first all the way down the right field corner. 1 run is in. Swanson scores. Here comes PCA. He scores. Happ on his way to third base. Gets there standing up. Cubs now lead 3-0. A 2-run triple for Ian Happ here in the 5th.
Well, if you don't think base running and hustling matter, this inning proves otherwise. Pete Crow Armstrong does a great job of beating the throw to second base, which what should have been a double play, the Pirates don't turn it. Dansby Swanson holds the ground and makes Williams, the shortstop, wait back on this ground ball. That mattered because Pete Crow Armstrong's safe at second. What happens on the next pitch? You hook a ground ball down the first base line. It drives in 2. And Ian Happ with a triple. Big base running plays by the Cubs. Great hustle as Jones got the ball from the infielder, slammed the rosin bag down on the ground. I don't blame him. It's frustrating, but great playing by the Cubs.
Anytime a Cub is safe at the plate, it's sponsored by Grainger. Think safety, think Grainger. And with that triple by Ian Happ, Scott Levy's Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin will donate to Northern Illinois Food Bank. Visit solvehungertoday.org. 3-0 Cubs here with 2 away in the 5th inning. Happ at third, and Michael Busch will stand in. He's 0 for 2 tonight. A couple of ground outs to short.
Now, if you're Michael Busch right now, first pitch, Jones is a little flustered. Pitching coach came out. But you might get an absolute perfect pitch to hit right here because of Jones. Maybe a little lack of concentration. See if he gets a good pitch to hit.
First pitch on the way to Busch. Way inside, 1-0. Missed with a fastball.
Yeah, he missed with a fastball by 2 or 3 feet. Jones is definitely frustrated on the mound. And to be honest with you, the 23-year-old, I don't blame him.
Jones sets at the belt. Happ at third, 2 away. The 1-0. Busch swings and misses at a slider, 1-1.
There's the one I was talking about. That was a slider right in the middle of the plate at the knees. Michael Busch took he was trying to hit that ball to Evanston.
If he does, it'll be some news.
Yeah, it will be.
Here comes the 1-1. That's a slider that spins into the zone for strike, 1-2. Happ now with 79 RBIs after that 2-run triple. 3-0 Cubs with 2 away here in the 5th. Busch waits. A 1-2 delivery by Jones. Pulled a one-hopper. Snagged on a backhand by Tellez. He jogs to first in time to beat Busch for out number 3. But the Cubs do some damage thanks to the 2-run triple by Happ. It's 3-0 Cubs as we head to inning number 6 on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
If it happens in a Cubs game, it happens right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Step into the batter's box for better.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His third career multi-home run game.
Lone strikeout. There goes Ohtani, and he's going to steal it. Number 40 for Shohei. And so he's one swing away at this point from history. First pitch. 40-40! Walk-off grand slam! No way! What a moment! History! The sixth member of the 40-40 club makes the most dramatic entry into the club you could imagine.
To right field and gone. A solo shot for Juan Soto, his 10th of the year, and we are all tied up. And this is belted and deep and way gone. Wow. First multi-home run game with the Yankees, 18th of his career.
Janky from Aurora as Nick Gonzalez leads off the top half of the sixth inning by looking at a fastball for a strike on the outside corner from Jamison Tyone. 0-1 the count. Cubs with a 3-0 lead over the Pirates. It's the opener of the three-game set. Tyone's next pitch is up high, 1-1 the count. Yeah, so Hannah Janky from Aurora is our Woodman's home run inning contestant, and she'll win the Woodman's gift card jackpot of $300 if a Northsider hits a home run this inning. Tyone, the kick and pitch. That's outside, 2-1 the count. If a Northsider hits a home run this inning, Hannah Janky will win $300. You can enter with the QR code at any Chicago area Woodman's. Good luck, Hannah. Today's Woodman's home run inning contestant, service and savings, that's Woodman's. A soft liner caught by Michael Bush wide of first for out number one. The first out is sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
Looking at that last pitch, that's a inside two-seamer jam shot again. J-Mo must have wanted to throw that ball away, and it ran in. A little frustrated with himself, but, well, the result sure was good. He got a little fisted looper right over to Bushy.
Brian Reynolds at the plate. He swings and misses at a sinking fastball, 0-1. Reynolds is 0 for 2 tonight. Couple of ground outs, one to second, the other to third. He's a switch hitter batting from the left side, hitting at .281 on the year. 21 home runs, 74 RBIs. Reynolds now 29 years old. Before last season signed an 8-year extension with the Pirates. The pitch, awkward check swing. Did he go? No, says the third base umpire, Bill Miller. So the count is 1-1. $107 million for Reynolds, the largest contract in Pirates history. Now the 1-1. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike to Reynolds.
And this guy, as we said, has been a really good player for this Pirates club. You're talking on an organization that's, at times have been in the race, but, a lot of times they've been at the, somewhat towards the bottom of the National League Central. And it doesn't matter. This guy just keeps putting up numbers and keeps playing good quality baseball.
That last pitch outside. So now the 3-1 by Tyone. Reynolds, a check swing and a pitch high and outside, ball 4. So Reynolds draws a 1-out walk here in the top of the 6th. Cubs with a 3-0 lead. Reynolds played his college ball at Vanderbilt. He won a College World Series as a freshman in 2014. One of his teammates is the Cubs shortstop tonight, Dansby Swanson. Then Reynolds was drafted in the second round by San Francisco in 2016, traded to Pittsburgh in 2018 for Andrew McCutchen. O'Neal Cruz at the plate. He swings and hits one foul out of play, second deck off to the left. 0-1. 1 on, 1 out for Pittsburgh. Top 6, 3-0 Cubs. Dansby Swanson, a solo shot for the Cubs in the third. Ian Happ with a 2-run triple in the 5th. The pitch. That one missed. Change up, 1-1.
Taillon wanted that one. That one might just bend low. Cruz, big, tall guy, 6'7". That pitch just missed low.
Cruz waits for the 1-1. Here it comes. That's called strike. Fastball.
Good pitch by Taillon. That's a lane changer. He threw it up and in, and then it darts back over the inside corner, just above the belt. Perfect pitch. The hitter, Cruz, gives up on that one early. One more of those, and you'd have a punch-out.
Righty-lefty matchup. Taillon kicks and fires. Cruz chops one on the right side. Fielded on a high hop on the outfield. Grasped by Horner. Flip throw to first in time to get Cruz 2 away. Advancing to second on the play, Reynolds.
Well, they went right back to that pitch once again. It didn't quite get in there far enough to get the swing and miss, but you still have a very effective pitch. And Nico showing off a little bit of range there. Is that just a little chopper? The most difficult part of that play is just the throw to first base as he's running hard towards the right field line, but a nice play by Nico.
Now Andrew McCutchen stands in, and he looks at a strike. 0-1.
Now you got to be careful here. 2 outs, you get a man at second base. McCutchen with 17 bombs on the year. He's going to be looking to go deep. You got to be careful of making a mistake inside with a breaking ball to McCutchen.
Righty-righty matchup. Taillon delivers. McCutchen fouls it back off the screen. 0-2.
That was the breaking ball. McCutchen had a big swing, but fouled it off.
McCutchen entering play tonight on a 13-game hit streak, batting .333 during the hitting streak with 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 tonight. A couple of ground outs. Right-handed batter hits out of an extreme crouch, a little bit of an open stance. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. As Taillon gets McCutchen with the fastball. Reynolds stranded at second. Middle 6. The Cubs with a 3-0 lead over the Pirates on the score in the Southwest area.
You're a grounding force on your team, Virgo, and your practical sensibilities keep everyone focused amidst the chaos of the season. As October nears closer and the excitement for the postseason starts setting in, it's up to you to keep the team on top of their workouts and practice so that you can achieve your collective goal of making it to the Fall Classic.
Adrian Del Castillo in his second Major League game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His second big league game. That's his 3rd hit tonight. His first Major League home run is a walk-off winner.
This is what you stay for. Shohei Ohtani with the game on the line. 2 on, 2 out. Game tied at 2. Here it comes. Ohtani with a base hit to right field. Hayward comes home to score. A showstopper and game ender.
The second career walk-off hit for Shohei Ohtani. And the show rolls on at Dodger Stadium.
There you go, right here. Yeah. Thank you. Yep. You're good.
Seiya Suzuki is on deck. Who's on deck is sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at OnDeck.com. Bottom 6 at Wrigley. Cubs with a 3-0 lead. Jared Jones deals, and Suzuki looks at a strike on the outside corner. A 97-mile-per-hour heater from Jones, 0-1. Dansby Swanson, a solo shot in the 3rd. Ian Happ, a 2-run triple in the 5th. The pitch is low and outside, 1-1 the count as Jones misses with a slider. Seiya's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. He's got 19 home runs this season, hitting at .275. And the pitch. Seiya hits one on the ground, backhanded on a low hop on the third baseline by Triolo. His throw across in time to get Seiya 1 away. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talk Cubs with us on the Bernstein and Holmes Show, weekdays 10 a.m. until 2 on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman in for Pat. Our engineer is Paul Zarang. Gabe Ramirez is along. Cody Bellinger at the plate, and he hits a towering pop fly, foul out of play, off to the right. 0-1 the count. In the last of the sixth inning, the Cubs with a 3-0 lead over the Pirates. One down, Seiya Suzuki grounded out to lead off the frame. Bellinger is the Cubs' cleanup man tonight. He waits for the 0-1. Here it comes. And this is looped into left center field for a base hit. Bellinger digging for second now, stops and heads back to first as Cruz gathers the baseball and gets it in.
Nice swing by Belly, gets a little two-seamer running down and away and just kind of serves this ball the other way. Might have been a changeup, one of a few we've seen today, but he stayed on it. Shoots this ball in the left center, so the Cubs with Bellinger on first. Cubs up 3-0. You never know. See if Belly maybe takes off.
Isaac Paredes at the plate. The pitch. Taken for a strike. 0-1. A slider from Jones. Cubs right in the heart of their lineup. Sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book a low fare today at southwest.com. Paredes calls time. Adjusts his batting gloves. Bright red on each hand. Bellinger being held on at first by Tellez. Jones deals. Paredes swings and misses. At a breaking ball, 0-2. Paredes is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out swinging in the second and grounded into a double play in the fourth. Now the pitch. That's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cubs looking for their 7th consecutive victory. In the previous 6, 67 runs scored. That's an average of more than 11 runs per game. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Jones to Paredes. A one-hopper fielded by Triolo at third to second for 1. Now Gonzalez to first, double play. And that ends the 6th inning. Another 5-4-3 DP for Pittsburgh. We head to the 7th. Cubs with a 3-0 lead on The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike 3 call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
This is what you stay for. Shohei Ohtani with the game on the line. 2 on, 2 out. Game tied at 2. Here it comes. Ohtani with a base hit to right field. Hayward comes home to score. A showstopper and game ender.
The second career walk-off hit for Shohei Ohtani. And the show rolls on at Dodger Stadium.
All right, now chance of your Jackson Holliday. He's gone 0 for 2 in his first game back with the Orioles.
Holliday drills in. Right field. Down the line. Grand slam. The happiest of holidays. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson is here.
The first Major League homer for Jackson Holliday. It's a grand slam.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman with you in for Pat tonight. Top of the 7th. The Cubs a 3-0 lead over the Pirates here at Wrigley Field. The opener of a 3-game set. Jamison Tyone deals, and Rowdy Tellez looks at a strike on the outside corner from J-Mo. 0-1. A fastball clocked at 91 miles per hour. Tellez is 0 for 2. Big burly, left-handed hitting first baseman. The pitch. is low, 1-1 the count. His given name is Ryan John Tellez. He's 29 years old, 6'4", 270 pounds. As Tyone rocks back and delivers the 1-1. This is popped up, foul out of play. Just to the right of us, 1-2. But Rowdy's been called Rowdy since before he was even born. That's because he was, quote, active in the womb before birth. Unquote. Now the 1-2. Pop foul out of play off to the left. Second deck by Tellez.
I thought like his, hero or something was like one of the wrestlers. Wasn't there a wrestler, Rowdy?
Rowdy
right?
Piper,
Rowdy
right?
Piper, right? Yeah.
Now the 1-2. That's in the dirt.
Looking at J-Mo's numbers from his last start, looking somewhat similar, where in his last start against the Pirates, he threw 6 2/3. Gave up 4 runs. Today, he hasn't given up anything so far, but he has been outstanding. Only 3 punch-outs in the last start. Not a lot of strikeouts today, but J-Mo has been outstanding.
Tellez lines one into the power alley in left center field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Tellez and the Pirates here in the top half of the 7th inning. Cubs with a 3-0 lead over Pittsburgh. Brian De La Cruz will step to the plate.
In his last start, J-Mo had 3 strikeouts. So far today, 3 strikeouts. He's had the ground ball working today, and he could use one right here.
J-Mo picked up the victory in that last start against the Pirates in Pittsburgh, and that started this 6-game winning streak. Righty-righty matchup. Tyone deals. De La Cruz chops one foul off to the left. 0-1. Tyone was drafted by Pittsburgh. First-round pick in 2010, number 2 overall. The first pick was Bryce Harper. He went to Washington. The pick right after Tyone, Manny Machado, number 3 overall, to Baltimore. Tellez at first, no one out here in the 7th. 3-0 Cubs. The 0-1 to De La Cruz is pop foul out of play off to the right. Now 0-2. And Tyone has overcome a lot. He's 68-53 with a 3.98 ERA in 196 games coming into action tonight. But he battled testicular cancer. He survived that. 2 Tommy John surgeries to have a very nice big league career. Now the 0-2. De La Cruz hits one on the ground to third. Short hop by Paredes, and a running throw to first is in time to get De La Cruz. An excellent play. One away. Tellez advances to second base.
Paredes goes down the line and in on this chopper, and he catches this second hop. This is a really tough play. Catches it and now has to throw on a dead run all the way across the diamond and throws a strike to Michael Busch. Excellent play by Paredes to get the first out.
Yeah, short hop that chopper right behind the third base bag. Here's Jared Triolo, the pitch. Inside, ball 1. And you know this better than anybody, as your body is taking you into foul territory as a third baseman. To be able to put something on that throw to first, not easy. And Paredes did. Now the 1-0 delivery. That's a called strike. 1-1 the count now on Triolo. Tyone spent the first 4 years of his career with the Pirates. Was then traded to the Yankees, 2 years with the Bronx Bombers. And then before last season, he signed a 4-year deal with the Cubs. The 1-1. Triolo grounds one on the right side. Oh, a diving stop by Busch. The toss to Tyone covering the bag. And Triolo is retired 2 away. Advancing to third base on the play. Tellez. What a play.
Excellent play by Michael Busch. This ball's chopped going down the right field line for sure. Michael catches this ball on a full-out Superman dive on a short hop, and this ball's already behind him. He makes the right move of going a little bit more as the dive towards the outfield and picks this one. Tyone beats the runner to the bag. Big-time play, saves a run, and an extra base hit for the Cubs. Big time by Michael Busch.
We have another candidate for catch of the game.
That's it right there. That's a big play. That saved the run.
Henry Davis now at the plate with 2 away, and Tellez at third. Cubs with a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 7th inning. The pitch. Davis looks at a ball inside, 1-0 the count. The 7th inning stretch is sponsored by Volvo Plug-in Hybrid Vehicles, electric cars with a backup plan. Visit your local retailer to learn more. And on this Margaritaville night, Jimmy Buffett from yesteryear will conduct the stretch. Popped up, foul territory, off to the right. Jamison Tyone makes a running grab. Halfway between home and first in foul territory for out number 3. Some excellent defense by the Cubs in the top half of this 7th inning. It's the Cubs with a 3-0 lead over Pittsburgh, and now it is time to stretch at Wrigley Field.
World as a concert venue. In honor of Margaritaville night, please direct your attention to the left field video board as we remember Jimmy Buffett with his 1998 rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Let me hear ya. A 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. I have your glasses, Harry. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if we ever get back. Or it's root for the Cubs. If they don't win, it's a shame. Here we go. And it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the okay. Let's get some run.
Cubs fans, Pete Crow Armstrong here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Fireplace and Chimney Authority is Chicagoland's largest.
It's the great mascot race. Here we go. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go.
Excited to welcome fans back to the friendly confines this year for Wrigley Field's historic 110th season. And Sloan is proud to have been there every step of the way. Learn more about Sloan's lineup of hygiene-friendly commercial restroom solutions at sloan.com.
The Volvo XC60 Recharge Plug-in Hybrid is about performance. Not just on the road, but in life. With not only trunk space, but room to make memories. It's electric, with a backup plan, where the only speed that matters is how fast you can slow down. The Volvo XC60 Recharge Plug-in Hybrid. Performance where it matters the most. Visit volvocars.com/US to learn more.
Nico Horner at the plate here in the last of the 7th. The count is 1-1. The Cubs with a 3-0 lead over the Pirates as Jones peers in, kicks and delivers. And Nico swings, lines one down the left field line. This will drop in and bounce all the way to the wall. Nico on his way to second base. He'll stop there with a stand-up double. A lead off the last of the 7th for Nico. He's now riding a 9-game hitting streak.
Good swing of the bat for Nico. 29th double of the season. Just a little slider down and in the middle of the plate, but down. And he didn't miss it. He smokes this ball. One hop into the ivy down the line. And Cubs with a really good scoring chance here now in the bottom of the 7th. Cubs up 3-0.
Doubles by Cubs batters are sponsored by Traffic Tech. Double up your business with Traffic Tech, the hardest working team in transport. Dansby Swanson at the plate with Horner at second and no one out here in the last of the 7th. The pitch. Dansby looks at the ball low and outside. 1-0 the count. Swanson's 2 for 2 tonight. Solo shot in the 3rd for his 13th home run and then a single in the 5th. Dansby waits the 1-0. That's a called strike on the outside corner. A fastball at 97 miles per hour from Jared Jones. 1-1. Jones sets at the belt, looks at second. That's where Horner is. And the pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Davis. It squirts to his right, quickly retrieves it. Horner stays at second.
Nico had a chance to take third base. It's a really tough read at second base because you don't know what the ball's going to do when it hits the catcher. Davis blocks this ball, but it kind of goes off to the right, almost to the grass, but he did a very nice job of pouncing on that ball, keeping Nico at second base.
So 2-1 the count with Swanson at the plate. Jones looks at second. A long set. And the pitch. A high fly ball hit to shallow right center field. Cruz camping under it, makes the catch. And Horner returns to second base, one away.
Dansby trying to get the ball to the right side to move Nico to third. Just kind of ran out of bat. He ends up hitting that ball right off the end of the bat.
And now Derek Shelton will make the slow walk out of the Pirates' first base dugout here at Wrigley Field.
This kid likes to pitch. Jones, he's frustrated that Derek Shelton's coming out there to get him. It's only his second start coming off rehab, but he wants to stay in the game. He's still trying to talk to his manager about staying in.
Yeah, but with Pete Crow Armstrong due up, and that's going to be all for Jones, as the manager always seems to win that argument, right? Pitching changes by Cubs opponents are sponsored by...
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike three call, 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
Neal takes off, and this one towering high in the air toward right center. Ciani as far as he can go. At the wall, won't get it. Devers has homered in his fifth straight game. So Devers ties a franchise record with a homer in his fifth consecutive game for the Red Sox. His hitting streak will be extended to 9 games. Holy moly.
How long does this go? When with a kid like this, you just never know.
And that'll bring up Rizzo, sitting on 299 career home runs. High fly ball, deep right center. That ball is gone. See ya. Home run number 300 for Anthony Rizzo. A 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 15-5. 160.
53342 in partnership with Paradise Hotel Casino.
The new man on the mound for Pittsburgh is left-hander Jalen Beeks. He's 6-4 this season with a 4.22 ERA in 60 games. Started the year with Colorado, but he's been lights out with the Pirates. 15 games in a Pittsburgh uniform, a 1.74 ERA. That's a big deal for Pittsburgh. The Pirates have had bullpen issues all year long. Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate, a man at second. Crow Armstrong lines one foul off the netting to the left, 0-1. Pirates entering play, Coombe, with the 4th worst bullpen ERA in baseball, 4.64.
Well, now you understand why the point I was making when Jones was coming out. He may have lost the argument with the manager, but he wants to stay in and keep pitching and finish this inning and keep going. And that's what I mean. If you're Derek Shelton, you may need to take him out because you know he's just coming off the injured list and that. But those are the guys you win with that want to play. And that's impressive with Jones. He wants to stay in there and keep pitching.
Crow Armstrong pops one foul out of play off to the right, 1-2 the count. Warner at second, one away, bottom 7, Cubs with a 3-0 lead. Beeks works on the extreme third base side of the rubber. Lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch to PCA. A swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Davis picks up the ball and fires to first in time to get Crow Armstrong. Strikeout 2-3, 2 away.
Beeks a couple good sliders to PCA to get the strikeout. That last one to Crow Armstrong, nice slider. Pete didn't really pick that last pitch up all that well.
So now Miguel Amaya will stand in. 0 for 2 tonight. Horner at second base. Cubs with a 3-0 lead over Pittsburgh here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. That's low for ball 1. Currently 68 degrees here at Wrigley Field in the bottom of the 7th. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Amaya waits for the 1-0. Beeks looks at second and deals. Fouled out of play by Amaya. Second deck off to the right. 1-1. Miguel had a fantastic road trip. Over his last 8 games, Amaya hitting .452 coming in with 6 extra base hits and 15 RBIs. The 1-1. A little tapper foul off the body at the plate. 1-2. Miguel holding his left foot, reaching down.
And he fouled that ball right off the top of his, seems to be his big toe. He's got a guard on his shin and also one on the top of his shoe. And I don't think he hit the one on the top of his shoe. I think he just hit his shoe and his foot.
Now the 1-2. Amaya hits a sharp ground ball to third. Dropped by Triello, picks it up and fires a strike to first to get Amaya for out number 3. And Horner stranded at second base. After 7, it's the Cubs with a 3-0 lead over Pittsburgh. On the score.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehas a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one? It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it.
Tyler Fitzgerald, who's hit a home run in each of the last 4 games he's been in. Swing, and he hits a high drive deep to left field. And has he done it again? Yes, he has. Way back into the Dodger bullpen. Now that is an amazing feat. That's the 5th game in a row in which Tyler Fitzgerald has hit a home run.
Well, he gets a hanging breaking ball. You've been sitting upstairs to this guy right now. He's going to make you pay.
This ball is hit hard, deep left field. Travis d'Arnaud has given the Braves the lead. Shot from Travis d'Arnaud. He's looking to add another. d'Arnaud goes yard for the 2nd time tonight. This one is hit well. Deep left center field. It is a grand slam for Travis d'Arnaud. His 3rd homer of the night. And the Braves lead 7-3.
This is AboutGonquin.com.
Top of the 8th inning here at Wrigley on a beautiful night. Cubs up 3-0, and this 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars of the K to donate your car today, Zach.
Thank you very much, Coom. We begin the top of the 8th inning here at Wrigley with Aliko Williams at the plate. Nope, and pinch hitter is going to be sent up. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will hit for Williams, with Jorge Lopez now pitching for the Cubs, and the first pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. What a start by Jameson Taillon. He went 7 innings of shutout baseball, scattered 3 hits, walked 1, and struck out 3. Just 3 singles allowed by Taillon tonight. As Kiner-Falefa looks at a ball inside, 2-0 the count.
The part that's really impressive to me about Taillon's start is it's just days ago he pitched against the Pirates in Pittsburgh. So they just saw him, and he came out and basically one-upped his last start, which was 6 2/3, which was a very good start. And this time he shuts him out for 7 innings. So excellent job by J-Mo tonight.
This one fisted in a shallow center field. Racing in, Pete Crow-Armstrong. It drops in front of him in right center for a base hit. So a leadoff single by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. The pinch hit variety here in the top of the 8th.
Now let's see if Lopez can get him a ground ball. That was case with J-Mo. He threw a lot of ground balls tonight, and the Pirates rolling over the ball a lot. Lopez could use a little ground ball here.
Nick Gonzalez at the plate. 0 for 3. Did reach on an error in the third. The pitch. Chop up the third baseline. Charging Paredes. Fielding. The throw across the body. Not in time. As Gonzalez has an infield single. So back-to-back singles by the Pirates here in the top half of the 8th inning. It'll bring up Brian Reynolds.
They got 2 base hits in a row. Neither one of them hit hard. This one, just a little dribbler down third. Nothing Paredes could do to try to get the out here. He makes a great play, but Gonzalez runs well. So a little looper to right center and now a little infield hit. And now you got their top hitter at the plate in Brian Reynolds.
He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He represents the tying run. The Cubs with a 3-0 lead over the Pirates. No one out here in the first half of the 8th inning. Reynolds, a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the right-hander Jorge Lopez, who works on the first base side of the rubber. High leg kick and pitch. Outside, ball 1. Pitching changes by the Cubs are sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Kiner Falefa at second, Gonzalez at first. Lopez looks at second and deals. A swing and a miss by Reynolds at a fastball, 1-1. Lopez is ready. And the pitch. And a high fly ball into deep left center field. Carl Armstrong looks up, and this one is gone. Brian Reynolds ties up the game for Pittsburgh. A 3-run home run the other way. And it's now 3-3 Cubs and Pirates here in the 8th.
That's what we were talking about tonight. The last thing you want to do is have the game on the line with Reynolds coming to the plate where he can do damage to tie a game or give him a lead. 2 soft singles in this inning, and then Lopez makes a pitch up and out over the plate, and it's about belt high, and Reynolds hammers this ball into the gap in left center, right over the 368 marker to tie the game.
Now the batter O'Neal Cruz, and he looks at a breaking ball for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Lopez had a 0.76 ERA in his first 21 games in a Cubs uniform. Here's the 0-1. Low and inside, 1 ball and 1 strike to Cruz.
The unfortunate part, J-Mo just pitched a great ball game, and he will now be the guy that gets a no decision.
A 1-1 by Lopez. Cruz swings and misses at a change, 1-2. Yeah, quality start par excellence for Jamison Tyone. Quality starts by Cubs pitchers are sponsored by Benjamin Moore. See quality come to life with Benjamin Moore paints in 3,500 colors. Visit benjaminmoore.com for a location near you. That pitch low to Cruz, 2-2 the count. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lopez gets Cruz with a changeup.
Now after the high breaking ball that stayed inside, and then he goes with the off-speed pitch down. Cruz way out in front, just kind of waves at this ball. And now you got to be careful here with McCutchen. McCutchen with 17 bombs. We talked about it last AB. The pitch that he's going to do the most damage on is the breaking ball that stays in the middle of the plate.
Lopez misses with a slider, 1-0 the count. First out sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. A 1-0 by Lopez. Called strike on the outside corner. Another slider, 1-1. McCutchen's 0 for 3 tonight. Top 8, 1 down, 3-3 game. Cubs and Pirates. The next pitch is hit high and deep to left center field. Happ at the wall, and it's gone. Andrew McCutchen gives the Pirates the lead, 4-3 over the Cubs here in the 8th inning, and you just warned that could happen.
McCutchen is, a veteran player. He understands, the game and what he's looking to do, and you couldn't make a mistake inside. Usually it's the breaking ball. This is an off-speed pitch that's inside. I think it's a change, and it's inner half, a little above the knees, and he smokes this ball deep into left center field for a long home run.
A 372-foot drive by Andrew McCutchen, his 18th home run of the year. And the Pirates now have a 4-3 lead over the Cubs. All 4 Pirate runs coming in this top half of the 8th inning off of Jorge Lopez. A 3-run shot by Brian Reynolds to even the game up at 3, and now the solo job by McCutchen to put Pittsburgh ahead. Rowdy Tellez at the plate, left-handed batter. And the pitch is low for a ball, 1-0, a changeup that missed. A reminder to stay tuned for the Toast of the Game ball player presented by Binny's Beverage Depot, coming up with Ron Coomer in the 9th inning. Tellez waits for the 1-0. A ground ball hit on the left side, backhanded on the outfield grass by Swanson. The throw across in time to get Tellez 2 away.
Nice play by Dansby. Tellez does not run well, but this ball's inside outed, and he catches this ball in the outfield grass going to his backhand side and plants the right foot. And the big key is he got rid of the ball in a hurry and threw a strike across the diamond.
Brian De La Cruz at the plate with 2 away here in the 8th. Pirates up 4-3. The pitch outside, ball 1. Time to see how we did with our guesses in the Binny's Beverage Depot attendance game. The attendance tonight here at Wrigley Field, 33,583, which means the maestro, our engineer, Paul Zarang, is the winner, as De La Cruz looks at a slider for a strike, 1-1. So big night for Paul Zarang. He guessed 33,922. Very, very close. Here's the 1-1. Low and outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Andrew McCutchen, or Aroldis Chapman, warming up in the bullpen for Pittsburgh.
Now the pitch by Lopez. A swing and a miss by De La Cruz. And a sinking fastball, 2-2. A reminder to stay tuned for Gabe Ramirez and the It's Not a Game Illinois.com Cubs radio postgame show, which follows tonight's ball game immediately here from Wrigley Field. De La Cruz, a right-handed batter. Open stance, hits out of a crouch. The 2-2. Called. Strike 3. As Lopez frozen with a slider. That's out number 3. But not before the Pirates do a ton of damage. A pair of home runs to take the lead. And the Pirates on top of the Cubs, 4-3.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his 2nd homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
Drill deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. 2nd deck. High fly ball. Right field. Abreu back. On the track. See ya. A long home run for Rice. Driven out to right field and deep. There it goes. What a day for Ben Rice. His 3rd home run. Another 3-run shot.
With the first pick of the 2024 MLB draft, the Cleveland Guardians select Travis Bazzana, a 2nd baseman from Oregon State University.
It's a historic moment. Yes, he's from Sydney, Australia, found his way to the campus of Oregon State, and you see his family elated. Don't hurt the kid.
PaysBig.com/big1. Must be 21. Enter rewards member to play.
Come to Wrigley Field to cheer on your Cubs. Visit cubs.com to purchase tickets.
Gabe, thank you. Bottom of the 8th inning here at the friendly confines. Cubs playing catch-up now as the Pirates rallying with 4 runs in the top half of this frame to take the lead 4-3 over the Cubs. Ian Happ will lead things off against the new pitcher for Pittsburgh, former Cub, hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. Here's the pitch. And Happ looks at a ball low and outside, 1-0 the count. Happ with 2 hits tonight, a single in the 3rd, and a 2-run triple in the 5th. Switch hitter now batting from the right side against the lefty Chapman. Here's the 1-0. Pop fly, shallow right, angling toward the line. De La Cruz on his horse. He makes the catch. 1 away.
Nice play by De La Cruz and right. He had a long way to go to get to that ball, but he does. Chapman in the ball game. He just pitched against the Cubs on August 28th. The Cubs did very well. 1 inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs in that game against Chapman.
Pitching changes by Cubs opponents are sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. Michael Busch was due to hit. Instead, Craig Counsell sending Patrick Wisdom to pinch hit against Chapman. Wisdom with 7 career pinch hit home runs. The pitch and a high fly ball hit to deep right field. De La Cruz going back at the corner, leaps and makes the catch on the track for out number 2.
Last ball hit pretty well, but off the end of the bat somewhat by Wisdom. He hit it well, but De La Cruz playing very deep in right, goes down into the well and makes a catch on this ball. That was well hit by Patrick Wisdom.
So 2 away. Here's Seiya Suzuki. And the pitch. That one sails all the way to the backstop. A 99-mile-per-hour heater for ball 1. Seiya had to duck out of the way. Suzuki 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. The next pitch is a called strike. A 98-mile-per-hour heater from Chapman. 1-1. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard, fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. As Suzuki looks at a ball low, 2-1. The Mets a 4-1 winner over the Red Sox. And with Atlanta off tonight, the Mets now just a half game back from that final wildcard spot in the National League as Suzuki taps one foul off to the right with a check swing. 2-2.
Well, this wild card race is getting tighter and tighter. We got 27 games and counting tonight left in the season for the Cubs.
Way outside, 3-2 now the count on Suzuki.
It's going to be an interesting month of baseball for a lot of cities.
Yeah, when you look at it from a Cubs standpoint, 16 of the last 25 games of the season are against teams either in last or second to last as Suzuki taps one foul at the plate to stay alive. Count remains 3-2.
Yeah, the Cubs have a couple series left that are really going to be very difficult. They got a tough stretch this week coming up. Dodgers coming into town for 3. Or we go to the Yankees coming into town for 3. Then we go to the Dodgers, go to Los Angeles and play 3. And, you know, you get 6 games in a row like that. Cubs got to really battle those games as Suzuki fouls that one off straight back. The Cubs can do some damage there and just hold their own. You stay in the race.
Yeah, you're right. You've got 9 games against first-place teams, 3 of the best teams in the majors, the Yankees, the Dodgers, and then later on in the year,
Philly, right?
On the road, as Suzuki fouls one away, again, out of play, off to the right second deck. Count remains 3-2. Pirates with a 4-3 lead over the Cubs, bottom 8, 2 away. But including tonight, 16 of the last 25 games against teams that aren't that good. Pirates, Rockies, A's, and the Nationals here at Wrigley Field. But it's those other three teams that we talked about earlier. That's the challenge. Here comes the payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. Suzuki draws a 2-out walk. He represents the tying run on first base.
Good at bat for Suzuki after getting his tower buzz with the first pitch. Pitch thrown to the backstop. He fouled off just enough and ends up coaxing a walk. And now you got to see if Bellinger can do some damage here. This is no easy task, facing Chapman, a left-hander for Belly, left-handed hitter.
Chapman sets up high, kicks and fires. High and outside, ball 1, missed with a slider. Bellinger is 1 for 3 tonight. He singled his last time up in the 6th. Suzuki being held on at first by Rowdy Tellez. Bellinger waits for the 1-0. Chapman deals. Called strike on the outside corner. Another slider. 1-1.
Belly didn't like the call. I agree with him. It's like both pitches, they were the same. Both sliders, both away. One called the ball, one called the strike. Both of them were off the plate.
Now the 1-1. Bellinger hits one in the air to center. It's playable for Cruz, angling toward left center. And he makes the catch for out number 3. Suzuki stranded at first. After 8, it's Pittsburgh with a 4-3 lead on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cup.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehas a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one?
It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it.
Well, there's a swing and a miss at a slider. 7 strikeouts in a row for Luis Gil. 14 strikeouts here at the stadium for the young right-hander. Those 14 strikeouts for Luis Gil sets a franchise single-game rookie record. He passed El Duque's 13 in 98. He's through 6. And Luis Gil walking off the mound to a standing ovation here in the Bronx.
2-2. Deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. A grand slam for Stanton. Oh, what a shot. And 5-1 Yankees.
Did you hear the sound of that baseball? I tell you, his last 4 at-bats from last night to today have been the best you've seen all year from Big G. What an at-bat.
And that is blasted to left field. And the Royals are on the board. The Royals' first hit is a second-deck home run by Bobby Witt Jr.
Official paint of the Chicago Cubs.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Top of the 9th at Wrigley, the opener of a 3-game set between the Cubs and Pirates. Pittsburgh has a 4-3 lead. Cubs have a new pitcher, right-hander Sean Armstrong, who made his Cubs debut with a scoreless inning yesterday in Washington. The batter is Jared Triolo. Righty-righty matchup, and the first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Cubs had a 3-0 lead until the 8th inning, when Pittsburgh struck for all 4 runs. A 3-run job by Brian Reynolds to tie it up, and then Andrew McCutchen, the go-ahead shot off of Jorge Lopez. The 1-0, chop foul off to the left. 1-1 now on Triolo. Pitching changes by the Cubs are sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Jamison Tyone started tonight. 7 scoreless innings against his former team. The 1-1. Called strike on the outer edge, a fastball from Armstrong, who was claimed off waivers from St. Louis and joined the Cubs over the weekend in Washington. One and 2, the count on Triolo. The pitch. That's low and outside, 2-2. There is activity in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Right-hander Dennis Santana is warming up. Triolo is 1 for 3 tonight. And the 2-2. Foul back off the screen.
Big swing by Triolo. Got a little breaking ball up and out over the plate. Fouled it straight back.
Triolo was robbed of a base hit his last time up on a beautiful diving play angling toward the line by Michael Bush at first. And then he tossed to Tyone, the pitcher covering the bag. Here's the 2-2. That's low and outside, a full count. And we're going to call that play by Michael Bush, the catch of the game. Sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Things aren't so hush-hush in Des Moines, where only the S's are silent. Discover the best of the Midwest at CatchDesMoines.com. Patrick Wisdom now playing first for the Cubs. The pitch is popped up. Off to the right. Foul territory. Wisdom giving chase, but this one is way out of play. So they'll do it again with the count 3-2. Tyone scattered 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 3. Terrific outing earlier tonight. Here's the 3-2. Low and outside, ball 4. Triolo draws a leadoff walk here in the ninth.
Last pitch, slider just misses the outside corner. Armstrong wanted the pitch, borderline, didn't get the call. Was just a little down, maybe even just a little away.
4-3 Pirates, no one out here in the top of the ninth. Henry Davis at the plate. He shows bunt and bunts it up the first base line, fielded by Wisdom. The toss to Horner covering the first base bag in time. 1 away, but the sacrifice works as Triolo moves on to second base.
A little old school baseball there. You get the man on in the top of the ninth inning up by a run. You bunt him over. And now the Pirates hoping to bunt him over and get him in. 4-3 ball game here at Wrigley.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa steps to the plate. The pitch by Armstrong, inside ball 1. Kiner-Falefa entered the game in the 8th as a pinch hitter. He singled, and that began the Pittsburgh rally. 4-3 Pirates with a 1 away here in the top of the ninth. The pitch. Low and outside, 2-0.
Yeah, changed the game. Falefa with the little soft single to right center. Just a little looper. Then an infield hit. And, you know, then you get the 3-run homer.
By Brian Reynolds, which tied it up. And then 1 out later, Andrew McCutchen putting Pittsburgh ahead with a solo shot. 4-3 Pirates. 1 down, a man at second. The 2-0 by Armstrong. Kiner-Falefa bounces it to short, charging. Swanson fielding, running through to first in time. 2 away.
A good pitch by Armstrong, gets a little rollover ground ball. Dansby makes a nice play. Now you got to get out of this inning.
Nick Gonzalez stands in, right-handed batter. Man at second, 2 away. The pitch. Low and outside, 1-0. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. Armstrong looks at second and deals. Called strike on the outside corner, a fastball. 1-1 on Gonzalez. The first out in this inning was sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. The 1-1. A ground ball past a diving Wisdom into right field around third, and coming home is Triolo. The throw offline. Advancing all the way to third base on that play as the ball goes all the way to the backstop is Gonzalez. And the Pirates extend the lead, now up 5-3 over the Cubs in the top of the ninth after the RBI single by Nick Gonzalez the other way and give Cody Bellinger an error on the throw.
Little base hit through the right side, past Wisdom at first. Bellinger comes in and fires to the plate. Armstrong does not get back behind home plate. He stays on the mound. And that is a mistake, a mental mistake. And when the ball gets past the catcher, now rattles around by the bricks. And because of that, Gonzalez goes all the way to third base.
And the dangerous Brian Reynolds at the plate. He looks at a ball. Low and outside. The next pitch by Armstrong is hit high in the air, down the left field line, racing over half in the corner. Makes the catch for out number 3. But the Pirates score a valuable insurance run here in the top of the ninth. It's 5-3 Pittsburgh as we head to the last of the ninth. On the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cup.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehas a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one?
It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it.
Here's the payoff. And a swing, and that ball's well struck. Deep out to right center. And on the chase, that one just off the wall. And that is in a big-time trouble spot. Langford into third, they're waving. Here he comes. There's the first big league homer for Wyatt Langford. And what a way to get it.
And that'll bring up Rizzo, sitting on 299 career home runs. High fly ball, deep right center. That ball is gone. See ya. Home run number 300 for Anthony Rizzo. A 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 15-5. 161st player in big league history to hit that number 300.
Ohtani stalls another baseball. Base hit in right field. Pages struts home. 3-0 Dodgers.
That came up.
Bosch Tools. What hard workers deserve.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Cubs need a comeback here. They're down by 2. Bottom of the ninth inning, a 5-3 Pittsburgh lead. Dennis Santana, the new pitcher on the mound for the Pirates. Isak Paredes at the plate. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch is taken for strike, 0-1.
Here in the ninth, we need the hardest working player of the game, sponsored by Bosch Power Tools, what hard workers deserve.
As Santana deals and Paredes pops it foul out of play off to the right, 0-2.
And we will go with Dansby Swanson. Very nice night for Dansby. Home run in the third and a single in the fifth, and scored 2 of the Cubs' 3 runs.
Cubs hoping that this last of the ninth features the At Our Best moment of the game, sponsored by Loyola Medicine. When things are at their worst, we're at our best. Paredes waits for the 0-2. Here it comes. Foul back off the screen.
Dansby could be in line to do some more damage and help the Cubs win this game. He's going to get to the plate.
Yeah, Nico Horner on deck, and Swanson will follow him as Paredes waits for the 0-2 delivery from the right-hander Santana. High leg kick and pitch, and a line drive that is caught by the second baseman Gonzalez to the right of second for out number 1.
Now Paredes hits this ball sharply. It's off the glove of the pitcher Santana and right at the second baseman. And he makes the play fairly easily. It's Gonzalez. The ball gets deflected right to him. And a Toast of the Game ball player presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. Binny's the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. And Toast of the Game will go to Jamison Tyone, who threw 7 shutout innings for the Cubs. Only gave up 3 hits and 3 punch-outs and only 1 walk. J-Mo with another great performance for the Cubs, and he will be our Binny's Toast of the Game ball player. It's probably
As Nico fouls one back in the hole, 0-2.
He has just been very good against the Pirates in these 2 games. But for Benny's, if you can't find it at Benny's, it's not worth drinking. Cubs need a base runner. So you need a couple of them. See if Nico can get on base.
5-3 Pirates, 1 down, bottom 9. Horner at the plate, 0-2 the count. And the pitch. Chopped to short, charging Connor Falefa. He fields, running throw to first in time to get Horner. And now the Cubs are down to their last out as Dansby Swanson will step to the plate.
And this is where that run in the 9th is. It's such a big run because now you got to get someone on to bring that tying run to the plate. Dansby's homered and singled, as we've said, but now Dansby's job is to get on base.
Swanson digs in. As you mentioned, he's 2 for 3 tonight. The pitch. That's inside, almost hit him, and it sails to the backstop. 1-0.
And Counsell looking. I don't think, Dansby would have beefed about this a little bit if that ball would have hit him, because he Dansby's a smart guy. He knows that he just needs to get on base and bring the tying run to the plate.
Swanson waits for the 1-0 delivery. Here it comes. Low and outside. 2-0.
Hard to stick your elbow out in front of a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, though. Folks, I can tell you, if you're thinking he should have got hit with that ball, stand in there once and see what that looks like.
I'll take your word for it. No need to find out firsthand. Here comes the 2-0. And Swanson takes all the way. Fastball for a strike, 2-1. Dansby, a right-handed batter, stands deep in the box, uses a slight toe tap. Santana, the right-hander, kicks and delivers. Now that's low. He missed with a slider, 3-1. A light wind blowing in from right at the moment here at Wrigley Field. 3-1 the count, 2 away, last of the 9th. The Cubs down by 2. Now the pitch. Swanson taps it foul at the plate. Full count. The Cubs winning streak in jeopardy. They entered play tonight having won 6 consecutive ball games. The last 5, the Cubs have come from behind to win. Crowd at its feet here at Wrigley Field, trying to start a rally. Cubs down to their last strike. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. As Santana gets Swanson with the slider. And the Pirates end the Cubs winning streak at 6. They rally from behind to beat the Cubs in the opener of this 3-game set, 5-3.
A tough ball game. Cubs had this game, going really well for them. Tyone with 7 shutout innings in 1 inning quickly. Things changed, couple looping and an infield hit, little looping single and a hit. The infield 3-run homer by Reynolds, the big blow, and then McCutchen follows that up 2 hitters later with a home run. And, that's the ball game. But, unfortunately for Tyone, he pitched great baseball today and he gets a no decision.
Cubs fall 3.5 games back from that final spot in the wild card race in the National League. Pirates take it tonight 5-3. Back with the recap when we come back on The Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Bernstein and Holmes, 10 a.m. to 2 on The Score.
Summer's here, and it's time to paint the town, or at least your home, with Benjamin Moore. Dive into a sea of refreshing colors that capture the essence of the season. From beachy blues to sun-kissed yellows, their durable paints ensure your colors shine bright through every summer adventure. Whether you're sprucing up your porch or transforming your living room, trust Benjamin Moore.
welcome to the big leagues, Reese Hines.
Want our radio station to do what?
Put me on as an election expert.
Well,
Look, people have election questions. Is what they read, heard, or saw true?
Here's a drive, sucked the other way to left field deep. Palacios back. It is gone! Rafi Devers has done it. He has set a new Red Sox record by homering in 6 consecutive games. He goes off ball against Taj Bradley. Goodness gracious, he is some kind of hot.
History. We're looking at Red Sox history. This has never happened in the history of the Boston Red Sox.
Hey, Jordan hits one high, hits one deep. In Mexico, it's gone for a 2-run home run. The big man makes it a 3-2 game as he crushes one to right center. And an infield hit, and Jordan drills one deep to center field. Oh, my goodness. Jordan with a multi-home run game.
First home run, 461 feet. That home run, 461 feet.
Come on.
Swing and a drive, deep toward left. Number 2,000, a home run.
Paul Goldschmidt's first career hit came in 2011 against Matt Cain. Number 1,000 against German Marquez and the Colorado Rockies 7 years ago. And tonight, July 26, 2024, number 2,000 against Kyle Finnegan, a 2-run homer.
3-2. Don McCutcheon blasts one, and that's the ball game. So it is a tough game for the Cubs. You got to bounce back tomorrow and get back on the winning ways.
Tomorrow, Paul Skeens, the 22-year-old rookie phenom, will be on the hill for the Pirates. Cubs will have left-hander Justin Steele going. Skeens 8-2, a 2.23 ERA. Steele 5-5, an ERA of 3.09. The pregame show tomorrow begins at 6:05 in the evening. First pitch from Wrigley Field coming your way at 6:40. We want to thank our engineer, the maestro, Paul Zarang, for helping us blast through the speakers of your radio as well as all of your smart devices. A reminder to stay tuned for Gabe Ramirez and the postgame show, which follows immediately. And Gabe, thank you for your help filling in throughout the evening tonight. For Ron Coomer, I'm Zach Zaidman. Pirates win it 5-3. Cubs will try to even it up tomorrow night with Justin Steele pitching against Paul Skeens right here on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been presented by Health Markets. Shop for health insurance your way.
Chicago Cubs baseball on WSCR, 670 The Score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network has been presented to you in part by Benjamin Moore, Benny's Beverage Depot, Hefty Trash Bags, Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha, James Hardy Building Products, Sloan, Stella Blue Coffee, Traffic Tech, Wintrust Community Banks, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, Granger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field, and by BetMGM, the sports book born in Vegas. Download the app today. Please gamble responsibly.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Bernstein and Holmes, 10 a.m. until 2 on The Score.
Invesco QQQ is the proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs and of accessing the future of innovation. Curious what that means? Well, since March 1999, Invesco QQQ has given investors a way to tap into the NASDAQ 100 in a single ETF. We're talking world-changing breakthroughs that we can't live without today. gene therapy, telemedicine, AI, EVs, and more. Still curious? Tomorrow's innovation awaits. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco QQQ.
There are risks when investing in ETFs, including possible loss of money. ETFs risks are similar to those of stocks. Investments in the tech sector are subject to greater risk and more volatility than more diversified investments. The NASDAQ 100 index comprises the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. You can't invest directly into an index. Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Visit Invesco.com for a prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully before investing. Invesco is not affiliated with the Chicago Cubs. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit ConsumerCellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by September 2nd, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
At the UPS store, we understand the importance of a first impression. That's why we're here to help you put your best foot forward and be unstoppable with our printing services. With high-quality paper stock options, banners, business cards, venues, and more, we make sure your small business stands out and your message reaches the masses. After all, we're the one-stop prints that pop store. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, prices, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today and get your print on.
When people have a craving to explore new and traditional Asian cuisines, they head to P.F. Chang's, where scratch-made dishes come from the 2,000-year-old tradition of wok cooking. P.F. Chang's wanted to explore new possibilities for their website. They turned to AmericanEagle.com. AmericanEagle.com re-architected P.F. Chang's website, integrating multiple third-party systems to create a unified digital experience. The results? Improved page speed and performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit American Eagle.